Yo, 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 yo. All right, let's see here. Mochi, stop. The fuck? Mochi! Why is he working? Why are you barking? Damn it. Fucking creature dog? What are you doing? Yo. Alright, we're here for a little bit. We're gonna bing chill. Mochi, be quiet! What a weird dog. How do I love this army? How do I force myself to give in to Votan? Let's just see here really quickly. Cut. 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 I wonder if this fits. This does not fit. I feel like these heads, the Votan heads, are going to be way too small. Camera's not even in focus. Hang on. No shit. Camera's never in focus. Cool. Okay, how does this look? How can I make this happen? How do we make this work? How do we make this look good? How do we love something that is unlovable? What a chunky sculpt. Votanners are so much fucking bigger than dwarves. Holy shit. It's not even comparable. Those are big dudes. Abhumans. Mutants. Abominations. Absolute weirdos. Cut this. Cut this. This here. What the fuck? What a weird sculpt. Yeah, these are pretty big. I remember looking at them when they had first come out, but like that was about it, really. I haven't really given the Votan much attention since their initial release. I mean, they do have an interesting build, I suppose. What's the right rifle? This is not... Is this the right rifle? No, it's not. It's this one. Maybe I should hastily glue something together. Instead of blue tacking it. Because blue tacking this thing is not going to work. Maybe it will. Good. Good. Well, there's the body. There's no way these helmets would fit. And these helmets are weird. The faces are kind of dated. Those look so funky. Chopping down dwarf warrior heads and putting them in a Votan body would be so bizarre looking. Like high-tech, low-tech. It's a little bit strange, to be honest. I don't think I like it. Just to look at this again. That would be so strange to do. Do I have Caradron heads? Argonaut Company. Those are not. Where is the Argonaut Company? Where are these bits? Are they? Sorry, I'm trying to look for, hang on. Hang on. God's sake! This is why you should keep track of all your shit. I don't know where the hell they are! I'm missing a little bits box of, like, Caradron heads. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Give me a sec. They're in the seven hells are the Caradron. Not that I care about them, but I need the head. Save me the head! Bastard faction, where are you? Bastards. Give me the head like Predator. Oh, there it is. No shit. Oh, that's not it. Is that it? That's not even it. No. Oh, these are good though. I like these. He's like just gone. Mochi, be quiet. Quiet, Mochi, quiet. Are you quiet? Shush. Mochi, stop yapping. Dude, where the fuck are they? I genuinely... really? Where the absolute fuck are the Arcanaut coming? Hang on. Ooh, Mochi, where are they? Where are they? Where in God's name are they? I can't find them. Seriously. Oh my lord. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Is this it? Nah, it's copium. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a little bit. Sorry, hang on. Well, unfortunately, regular. I can't fucking find them. Give me this. Okay, we're back. Sorry. Excuse me. I had to go look for like a billion things. You can do it now if you want. Just DM me. I have Discord here. It's fine. I'm literally just chilling, looking for shit anyways. It's all good, dude. I mean, that just looks so much better, though. Like, actually, if you just shave the beard down, that looks so much better. It's not even close. Yo, yo. Why hide the camera? Because my ass fucking falls out, dude. You don't want to see it. I'm still looking for, like... I have a box of, Caradron Arcanaut in this room, and I just can't find them. And I kind of need them because I don't want to chop up, like, this head. This was to, like, not something that I want to destroy. Not yet. I just finished my hell pit. My best work so far, now I feel empty. Work on something new, dude. This hobby has a billion things to do. Absolutely a billion. Let me hit Google real quick. True. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff to do. Hang on. There. Maybe I get myself some AOS Storm Fiends. Maybe you should. Maybe Games Workshop gets all your money. That's exactly how it should go, right? They should get everything. How does this head even sit? Let's see. That looks like dog shit. There is no way, if you were to do this, that you could include the full beard. Let me try and fix the camera. I'm very torn at looking at, like, the 3 variants of this. So, like, the Caradron head, a Dwarf Warrior head from Fantasy, and then an old squat head for the helmet. Give me a sec. Yeah, it's a Votan. What I should do is just glue this, because this is a test model, so whatever. Was it the Orc guy? The Orc War Boss? Yeah, looked pretty cool. Was he, was it like a 3D print? Because I know the Squig is not a 3D print. That's cool. Yeah, look really good. Captain something. I mean, Orc Pirates are... I don't know, man. Like, I love piracy, but, like... something about the Goths. To me, the Goths are, like, the truest Orc. You know what I mean? Okay, let's just lazily glue this together, because it just doesn't matter. It's a test model. Hang on. Blood Claws model. I don't know who that is. Is that like a, who is that? Glue, glue. I don't care how it comes out. Just fucking glue it. The freedom. I'm free of mold lines. It's so disgusting. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, a lot of 3D prints are sometimes based on stuff. That's how you glue them. I mean, I'm just doing it hastily, because I just want to get things on so I can try and do a bunch of different things. Glue, be done, don't care, glue. The biggest thing for me here is to figure out how... Glue, glue, glue. Good. In my youth, this is how exactly I made minis. What a throwback. What a terrible throwback, I should say. Pretty sure this is the main gun. Alright. Get out of here, get out of here. Good. I could never imagine building Warhammer like this anymore. I'm just losing money. This is like my value. My value. Okay. Interesting. Probably not the best model to start with. Because he's running, but we can maybe work some stuff out. I like the shape of them are pretty cool. I don't mind the shape of these guys, personally. I think they look alright. This definitely needs to be chopped down, but I can't use this head. One sec. For the sake of trying everything, let's just do this first. Just to see. I don't think I'll be liking this look. I think this is gonna be a little bit too jarring. Considering he's, literally just like a fantasy dwarf. How much more do we have to cut? Oh, we gotta really cut this bitch down. These guys have, like, no hair anywhere. Hello? It is certainly serviceable to do this and then green stuff beards. It's just... I unironically don't hate it. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I unironically don't hate this. I don't hate the look of how this is turning out. It's just weird. I just want to see what it'll look like when it's done. Why do it's so bizarre, but like unironically I don't despise it. They really do fuck this up. Guess we'll still take a look. The head doesn't fit in, because this is not supposed to be in here. Damn, you really gotta chop this bitch down. So bad. What a bizarre... Holy moly, it needs to be cut even more. Let's just do this for the time being. Yeah, you really... This is, I mean, it doesn't even resemble a dwarf anymore, almost. It's like, everything that made him cool is, like, kind of gone. This would be, I'm not gonna lie, this is an absolute nightmare to do something like this. And I don't even completely hate it, but it's fucking horrifying. To perfectly carve out every head and then sculpt in a beard per miniature, and to do it properly would be kind of ridiculous. I just want to see still. Yeah, they don't even fit. They kind of don't fit. Because the heads are supposed to sit in this socket, I don't mind that this thing is mutilated, because, like, it's a musician head. There's so many in a box. I unironically don't even hate it, though. Crazily enough, I don't hate it. Like, the idea of it, you know? It's this weird high-tech, low-tech thing. It doesn't even look bad. Yeah, it's more so how you carve it and make it fit as the idea. Like, this is not... Like, you can't even have horns on this guy. Which may just defeat the purpose. That kind of defeats the purpose, eh? I think I kind of like the look of the horns. I wouldn't shave the body. The reason I wouldn't shave the body is because it's very dead set as it is. It's just a suit, and I don't want to murder the suit. Maybe, like, scraping away the cuff. Maybe, you know what? Maybe scraping out the cuffs completely, like the neck brace thing. Why do I unironically not hate this? It's very bizarre looking, but... Maybe it's just copium. If you could really make their heads work, I actually don't think I'd hate it. I think these heads are... Do I have any Votan heads on hand? I think I should. Right here. Yeah, the Votan heads are very squat. Like, yeah, they're mushed. I mean, to me, these look like... These are perfectly fine. Like, the head shape is... Or rather, the head size is perfect. It is bigger than the Votan head. Just a little bit. I don't know what to say, man. Do I try and carve out all of these, like... If I was to carve out... Again, the neck pieces, I could put actual, like, horned heads. Yeah. I don't know. Like, that profile right there, if it was... That looks clean. If it was really, like, taken care of, that actually looks pretty good. Again, if it was sculpted perfectly and glued properly... Maybe the helmet would have to kind of be removed, because I kind of chopped it in half. Like, that actually looks clean, to be fair. But the helmets are, The helmets are all different. Sky Wardens have the big head sockets for the jackets. The Sky Wardens are... Yeah, their heads are really big. Really, really big. Maybe I can... Is there any way to, like, really shave this thing down? Let me just chop this out just to see what it would be. I kind of... Okay, I didn't really want to do that, but sure. The test piece anyways. See, I kind of wish I had the helmet now, or rather the horns. Because the horns would be... I mean, I can just chop another one up. You never get to use these anyways. Here. Holy sacrilegious. It does kind of look like it'll fit. But at what cost? What a... Kind of weird. Kind of weird. How far did the Votan head sit in? Holy moly. Wait, now I can't unsee this. Their heads are so tiny. Why are their heads so small and very disgusting? Hmm. I wonder. Whatever, let's just chop it down. In the name of science we go. And extra bits. In the name of science. And voodoo. It's very small. Yeah, very, very small. So I don't hate this. But I feel like it lacks a little bit of personality. It's too... Like, you can really trim that down to make it fit perfectly and make it look flush and normal. Maybe I should have not cut that little hood off, though, but, like, I can put it back on a different model. I don't know. You shave down the back of the suit and then make the heads in. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, more like a rounded thing. Possibly. Like, round out the back here. But I kind of want to make it look like it would fit, instead of just like, oh, it's fitting because you made it fit. Like, the idea of it fitting because it does fit is cooler than ruining it to make it fit. If that makes sense. But then again, there's a lot of minis out there who have, like, bullshit proportions and they still make it work. Like, the Iron Drakes literally have things that don't make sense, but the sculpt is the way it is. And it works. Why do I unironically like this the most? Take the Votan head and the Old World Dwarf head, and you can cut the helmet off the flat top of the helmet. Oh, that'd be a little bit weird, because the helmet's too... Like, their heads are too small. The helmet would just kind of, like, not make any sense. You see what I mean? They're a little bit... Yeah, it wouldn't really work. Well, the other one I had was the, original squat head. This one with, like, the weird pilot helmet and the visor. Just for the sake of trying it. You'd have to shave it down quite a bit. Yeah, that's lame. Actually, I kind of like that. The beard goes. This is fine to shave down. The beard goes, and you can re-add the beard somewhere, or like a mustache. I mean, they'll be back. I don't exactly hate this. It's just kind of different, but I don't hate it. I think it would look cool if the visor was down and if you sculpted like a mustache. I think that could actually kind of work, but like... The Leagues of Votan may be something we just don't get into, to be honest. Maybe they just don't resonate with us properly. Well, we have 3 head options. I'm not using the Votan stuff, for sure. There's no way. We've got the Caradron Overlords, which... Let me pull this out. The Caradron Overlord stuff is probably the safest. Most likely. It looks to be the safest. I don't really like it 100%, but I guess it suits... It gives them a bit more personality, I suppose. I think I'm going to keep all of my heads here. Just to sift back through them, so like these 3. I think that was it, right? Yeah. I like this one. I mean, this is the safest option. This is for sure the safest thing. They do have shoulder pads. Arcanaut Company. I believe... Did anything... No. Oh, it does fit well, for sure. I mean, it's all futuristic looking, right? It definitely fits the best, I think, aesthetically, but... then it's just like, hey, it's Caradron in 40k. It's not a Votanner. Just trying to figure out what I would want to do with this, if it's even possible. Or, worst case scenario, use the heads here, but sculpt beards. Which is definitely doable. That's also an option. Whatever I'm happy with, I don't think I'm happy with any of them. I think I'm... there's something about this that I like, but maybe it's just because it looks like a dwarf. Like, it's a dwarf in a spacesuit. You know what I mean? Like, it's that... it don't look too good. Does it? Not really. I don't know. Monopoly Man hat. Yeah, the weird fucking miniature with the Monopoly hat. The big guy. Damn, dude. Maybe I just don't care about the Votan, and I'm trying my hardest to like them, but I just can't justify it. Maybe that's where I'm at. Maybe I just genuinely don't care about Votan. Which is a big possibility. It's like, oh, the squats are back. But the aesthetic is kind of not my thing. They're like void of personality. Give me 1 sec. 1 second. Alright. How do I make this work? Oh, it's terrible. Make it your aesthetic, then dwarf that shit up. I'm still team not industrial enough, and lore ain't a thing. I don't know what to do with it, man. I've actually... You know what's crazy? Do I just bite the bullet and say I love the Votan for who they are, and I don't want them to change? Oh, never. I've never been Votan pilled. I'm trying to, like, figure out what I like about them. Clippers? I mean, the best clippers I've ever used were God Hand, but they're very expensive. I think these were like 70 bucks. You don't need them. But God Hand's pretty good. Really, really good. Do I accept the Votan for who they are? They're not even real. Like, they're made up. Can't see me crying about the aesthetic behind the helms. I think my only gripe is that if I give them Caradron heads, then they look more like Caradrons in 40k. They look like the Leagues of Votan look like Votan. They don't look like anything else. I could give them all helmets, but their helmeted heads are very not fun. They're very unfun. Commander. I mean, this is just... They're space dwarves without, like, the space dwarf aesthetic. There's things about them that I like. Maybe, you know what? What about no big drastic changes, but what about, like, ancestor shoulders? Like, ancestor faces on things. What if the heads weren't the problem, but the bits were? What about these weird bucklers? Can I do anything with them? We can't do anything with them. This just doesn't work. Put the buckler on his face! These guys don't do too well with, like, weird shit hanging off of them. Nah, it's a space dwarf. I've tried putting fantasy heads on them, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I tried. It kind of looks okay, but, like, you really have to mutilate the piece. Like, even with this, I chopped away the neck piece just for the sake of seeing what it would look like. I don't think it's worth it. Well, the backpacks are completely modifiable, but, like... No, I don't think that would change it. I think the suit itself... The personality of this guy would come from the head. realistically. The suit is for the environment, it's for their life. They need it for various tasks. But they can still kind of identify themselves as individuals by just not having a helmet on. That's hard. I don't know, man. I can't do this. Individuality was a big sticking point for the Votan yesterday in that video. It very much is, but it's not in aesthetic. It's very much so them as a being, but the problem is they all look the exact same when they're wearing gear. Whereas when you look at Dwarf Warriors, be it different setting, they kind of represent their families, they represent their past, they represent, you know, times long gone. They carry with them their heirlooms, their most ancient, like, beloved weapons that their fathers used, their grandfathers used, whatever, so on and so forth. Like, to me, that is so much better. That's so much better than just, here you go, here's a weapon off a fucking assembly line, go have fun. Out of everything you tested, what did you like the most? You know, I think I'm just gonna say, fuck it, and I just build them as is. I think I force myself to like the Leagues of Votan without converting them too much. Yeah. The Shield of Honor, I think it was what it was called, in Orc Slayer. Like, oh, that's my shield! Oh, but you stole it from my clan! You idiots! Fucking breaks it in half. Stop being so pathetic! We got shit to do! Oh, you broke the shield, you bastard! Oh, fuck this guy now! That's what dwarves do. They literally go to war, and instead of working with each other, since some of them have grudges with, like, different families and whatnot, disputes over mines and whatever it may be, they sit there and squabble like, I'm not going to war with this short-bearded maggot. I'm not going to war with this guy until he pays my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's pay for their mine. It's like, what? They're kind of... Dwarves are petty. They're very, like, if you owe them something, they will come after you. Or they will stick to it until, like, the end of time. 30 years ago, my grandfather was owed $4 from your clan and you didn't own up to it. I refuse to fight with you. Pay me the money. Sculpt a beard? Yeah, I could do that. Sculpting beards isn't that hard. It's just more so patience. Because I really don't want to... Like, I don't mind giving Votan beards. Because it still would be them. It's just slightly different, you know? Like, why can't they grow a beard? Well, we ruined a model for the sake of saying, let's just build him normally. Oh, God. Give him a blue beard. There you go, he's done. Give him a, It's not really... I'm sculpting it with a pencil for shits, but, you know. Yeah, I guess it would work. Do I have a sculpting tool to actually just fuck with this for fun? I have a blue beard sitting here watching this. Do you really? No shot. No shot, brother. Wait. I don't know why I'm doing this, but it doesn't really matter. It's like blue tack. I mean, with like an actual medium, this is very feasible. I mean, you know, it's fucking blue tack for God's sake, but yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it. There's a guy who does sculpt a lot of beards. I'll probably have to like look at his shit periodically for like some sort of inspiration. That's kind of hard to do that anyways. Adding a beard to them may just be what's needed. I'm not painting this model at all now. This is a throwaway nothing model. This was a staging for, like, trying out certain things. And, yeah, I think, I actually don't mind the look of a beard like that, if it was in there properly. Like, that looks pretty good. You know, just with green stuff instead. Bro's looking pissed off. This Votan will never return to his ancestor core. Yeah. They certainly look meaner with beards, too. Like, this shit on the side needs to go, but... yeah, they definitely look meaner with beards on, for sure. And it would work if you just kind of, like, cram it into the suit type of deal. But, you know... Man, I kind of miss sculpting. I kind of want to sculpt Votan beards now, I'm not gonna lie. Very fun. "24/7 Votan beard sculpting stream." You know what you could do? I mean, I'd have to practice. I haven't done this in a while, but... Let me pull... Shit. Yeah, it looks better, but... Nah, this is literally just blue tack, yeah. Just to get a gist of what it may look like. I think I've kind of fucked it up a little bit too much anyways. The blue tack's kind of like deteriorating. I could see it. Anyways, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, a little bit. I like it. You know what? I like this the most. I'm gonna fuck with this. I like this. I just kind of have to sculpt beards a bit better, because, like, I mean, for blue tack, that's not bad. It's not... It's kind of, like, dookie in some places, but... Yeah, I do like this quite a bit. Looks way better, to be honest. It does give them more personality. There's a guy who already does this. He sculpts beards on things and, like, gives them fur and shit like that, but... I mean, there's always that. Like, green stuff, milliput. If I was to do this, I'd do it in green stuff, because green stuff's a little bit firmer. You could do kind of a mix of both, milliput green stuff, so it'll dry hard, but be smoother kind of to work with. Yeah, it looks pretty rough on my end, but... I like it. I'm cool with that. I'm sold. The Votan won. All it took was a beard to be sculpted, and that's it. Now I just have to replicate that 10,000 times properly, and I think it's okay. I like it, but I'm not doing it. Not yet. I'm finishing my old world stuff because it's easier. It's more consistent, and I like it more. Cool. Let me clean all this shit up. I think if I was to do that, then you can't really build... You can't build them. You can't build them completely. You'd have to leave the gun off. If you really wanted to get in there, you'd have to just kind of, like, not glue the gun, and then sculpt the beard, and then go from there. Interesting. Alright. Good enough. Back to doing normal things for a bit. Where is the lid? Oh yeah, no, they'd stay completely in the helmet socket. Yep. I wouldn't have them, like, drape over the front. That'd be a little weird. Pretty sure the guy who also did that decided not to do it out of the helmet. Which makes sense, or out of, like, the helmet cavity area. Interesting. Maybe. Guess it just depends on how I'd want to do it. These characters. Back to ye good old classic dwarf. And the easiest way to figure out how to sculpt a beard is literally just look at this and replicate that. Like a fucked up hairy octopus. Easiest way to do it. Still kind of looks a bit weird, but you know, whatever. Well, I don't think it was too hard to figure out how to like them. I think it's just kind of sad a bit, you know? Looks like weird spaghettis. Yes, spaghettis. Weird spaghettis. Yeah, I gotta put more of this shit. I mean, the one thing about sculpting is it doesn't need to be complex. Simplicity is, like, amazing with sculpting. Things can look complex, but sometimes when you have them easily read without too much going on, that's also a good thing, you know? Yeah, the Berserks would look really good. But at that point, are they no longer Votan? Are they something else entirely? What are they? If they now have beards... Bearded abhumans. Yeah. They would be. I don't need to do this one. Did you really? Let me see what it looks like. Does it look like Moch? Does it look like ye baby Mochi? That's awesome. Let me see. Post it in the Discord. Let me see. That's cute. He looks cute, dude. He looks like Mochi, but like a little... He kind of looks like Mochi. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, he's a little bit of a rat. Go to my Discord and look at the IRL pictures. He's cute, dude. I'm sure him and Mochi would not get along because Pomeranians are assholes. He's from an Amish community. What? He's an Amish. Hang on. What, Ivana, what? It's an Amish dog. He's gonna go farm. His phone's gonna get confiscated. Alright, we're here. I like it, dude. That's cute. Pomeranians are assholes. But we still love them. What an asshole they'll turn into. Excuse me. Why is the music so fucking low? Better. Better. What do I feel like if I was to still do 40k, I'd probably still gravitate towards orcs instead of Votan? What do I feel like my brain is still there? As much as I don't want it to be. Yes, the green tide, the boogers, the fungi. I mean, the orcs just know what they are. They're green, they're mean, they're ugly, and they're British. Whereas the Votan don't know what they are. There's a certain honesty to orcs. It's like what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. Green is mean, do not forget. Something like that. Oh, I wanted to do this on screen, actually. Bum, bum, bow. Just so I can keep track of what I've worked on. Okay, cool. Or maybe, you know what? Bum, bum, bum. Delicious water. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Which one? Which new set? Well, I mean, the Dwarves have been all announced. It's just a matter of now releasing them. So, like, the pre-order announcement. Right now, we got nothing. Right now, Games Workshop hasn't given us shit. So any day now, supposedly there was leaks saying next week would be the day, or the next week would be the day, like... People don't know yet. Any day now would be great. Preferably. Yes, we are working on 20 Dwarf Warriors. We must scrape a lot of plastic for 20 Dwarf Warriors. 20 of them. Yeah, when it comes to these guys, it's just more so, every week it's like, oh, next week, next week, next week. A lot of people kind of gave up waiting. I don't blame them. But I, for one... What'd he do? No. What'd he do? What'd he do? Oh, bad, Mochi. What a bastard dog. Mochi took his shit on my floor today. And then pissed on my couch. I've done worse. Huh? Alright, I'm back. Poo-poo on the floor. Yeah, my dog. My dog Mochi. My little buddy. My baby Pomeranian. He poo-poo everywhere. He's actually so happy when he gets to go for walks. He fucking, like, runs around in a circle and, like, jumps up, jumps up, jumps up. He's 11 months old. Have we had any new pictures of him? Dude, this is still one of the funniest pictures. What is this? What is this dude? I love him. He's just not bright. He's not a bright creature. What is this? What is this, dude? What is he doing? I love it. Crate training? What, going poo? Like in a crate? Well, right now, Mochi barks at everything. I'd like to think we raised him all right. Then again, he wasn't completely raised with us. He was raised with, like, my family as well. Maybe they ruined him. Well, I guess we'll see. He does have a crate. He used to sleep in it. Now he never goes in it. Now he sleeps between me and my girlfriend. Oh, yeah. No, we've done that before. He's too big for his crate now. He's way too big. We'd have to get a bigger one, but we have no space. We're gonna try and have him go outside, though. Like, yeah, we want him to poo on the lawn and do things outside, but, like, we can't always take him out. We need to work on that. More so scheduling problems, like our lives are very mismatched right now. He went out today and shat and pissed. 3 hours. 3 hours a day? I'm awake for 4. Oh, gotcha. I mean, that would explain the mountain of piss in my kitchen. Yeah. Well, right now we're cleaning the rug a lot. Like, he goes to the bathroom and then wipes his fucking toes in the carpet. And we really clean it, so... He's good for now. Also, how long are you going to be around for, Condor? Because I can do your stuff. Fuck, it's like 11. Yeah. Well, I'd rather do it. I'm going to try and do it tonight. I don't think I can. Because I've got stuff to send out tomorrow. That's why. I'd have to do it tomorrow. And then go back again. Yeah, exactly. That's what we have to do. Yeah, you're good. Okay, that's fair. We'll do it tomorrow then. I think what we'll do, though, is try and bring him out a bit more. And then, you know, feed him at certain times and have him shit and do everything properly. No, you're good. You're good. I actually, have you read the Go Trek and Felix stuff? Have you listened to any of the audiobooks? Go Trek and Felix's audiobooks are basically what Total War Warhammer is to, like, fantasy. Yeah. No, I know. You've sent me photos. The voice acting's amazing, yeah, it's fun. If you like the books, you'll love the audiobooks, and even then, I had no problem listening to them, even though I've read the books. It's very fun. And the voice acting is great. Like, it's actually really, really good. One person kind of voice acts everything, even though he's done a lot of other stuff for, like, Black Library, for, like, 40K and whatnot. It's that thing I posted in, the Discord. Did you see it? One or two of the books I'd struggle to reread. Some of them are kind of, I mean, everyone's got their favorites. I certainly don't like Vampire Slayer is my least favorite. That's like Bill King and Vampire Slayer. I just did not like that book one bit. It was alright, but like, it's just a vampire, you know, and oh, Ulrika and this and that. It's like, yeah, alright. Vampire Slayer and I feel like Beast Slayer to me are like least favorite. Some of my least favorite. No, I'm just making them look better. I'm basically cleaning up all the imperfections so when I glue them, they look seamless. Yep. When they're made, they come out with a lot of problems just because that's how they're made. Essentially, excess plastic is left on the miniature. And I'm basically just scraping away the excess plastic. That was good. Yeah, the brewery run with he goes in and he's like, you gotta have the harvest for this date and this date, and then there's like the whole fucking the buried dwarves in the basement that come back to life and shit. Like, that was fun. I like that one. It almost didn't even feel like kind of like an Age of Sigmar novel. It was more so fantasy-esque, just because, like, everyone involved wasn't Caradron, wasn't Fireslayer. Yeah, that was a fun story. Yep, they had the Night Haunt. Exactly. When you scrape this down, you won't see where it's been scraped, and that's the point. Because if you don't scrape it down, you'll see problems when you start painting it, like giant lines going through the mini. That's the idea behind doing this. You just try to make it look as seamless as you can for painting. Thankfully, you don't need that many dwarves, so, like, finishing an army isn't the worst thing ever. Yeah. I mean, this is just a slog. This isn't very entertaining. In the slightest. But it's a very big process of, like, actually completing Warhammer. You don't necessarily have to do this step, but, like, when you spend so much money on something like this, you might as well do the best you can. And I like making my stuff look a little bit better, personally. So. Like, this is completely optional, and I'm sure most people don't even go into this much detail, because you just don't have to. But I try to get everything if I can. Sometimes you just don't even see the issues when everything is kind of put together because your eyes get drawn elsewhere. To a degree, I'd say so, yeah. The thing about perfection, though, is you need to be happy with what you're doing. And my problem is, being a perfectionist is impossible, but getting damn near close to it is fine with me. Like, I know when to stop when I'm actually satisfied, and some things just can't be perfect. I mean, it's also in part to just liking stuff. You know, if you like something so much, you'd want to put a bit more effort into it. Just do the best you can to kind of be happy with it. Comic Graves! I did the best I could for that. Comic Graves was, a sad existence. Thoroughly. Thoroughly a sad existence. No, I don't play campaign. I don't do any campaign. WMAX, yep. Are they really? That's kind of cool. I didn't know that because, again, I don't play campaign, but that's cool. It's a fun little touch to, like, what they're doing. New mochi picks? No. Depressing to play, really entertaining to watch. That's most things. Why get subjected to, like, the bullshit when you can watch other people deal with bullshit, you know? That is the way of life. Any recommendations on how to get started in lore? Because just recently I started reading the fiction of a fan of Warhammer 40k, quite cool. Easiest way to do it, I'd say, is try lore videos. Forget the wiki and forget reading it. Try videos that kind of just read it to you. That's a little bit better, I find, if you're just not really into, like, reading entire books full of stuff. Or you could go after, like, yeah, your favorite army. If you like the look of a race, go read about them. Go listen to lore videos from that race. You don't need to know everything. I, for one, don't know everything with Warhammer Fantasy. I don't know everything with 40k, but I'm fairly versed in, like, dwarf stuff. You don't need to know everything. I don't even want to. Some things I don't care for. It's cool to know it, but, like, it's a lot to take in. There's so many books, there's so many different, like, little tidbits and stories and timelines and God knows what. Like, just a bunch of shit everywhere. Read about the stuff you think is cool. Major Kill. Well, I'm gonna say I wouldn't recommend Major Kill out of the gate. I would say subjectively that's an option if you like kind of that style of video. There's a bunch of lore channels. It's just whatever you're into. If you do like that type of content, then yes, Major Kill's great for learning about whatever. But if, like, someone who wasn't aware of what his content usually is, and then they watch him, it's like, well, okay. But, you know, something for everyone. There's a lot of channels out there. Just kind of whatever you enjoy. Maybe you'll like Major Kill, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll like Luton, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll like Westhammer, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll like the Book of Choyer, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll like Sotek, maybe you won't. There's a bunch of stuff out there, though. Headpiece? No. Same color. I think for me, I don't really consume 40k lore. So I don't really know who I would watch in particular. I'm aware of, like, the 40k content creators in terms of, like, who does what. But 40k lore never really, for the longest time, excited me. It still kind of doesn't. Oh yeah, these are it's this. They're two different plastics, but it's the same thing. Like this was from a lighter plastic mold that, well, not a mold, but this is just lighter plastic. It's kind of softer. It's a softer plastic, and then this was harder. They just had different types of plastics, I guess. The remember what? What? The what? Yeah, they're sometimes cast in different plastics. This was more so old GW. I mean, even GW casted shit in green. And different colors, I suppose, for, like, their board games. Their board games had a few different things. If they had, like, yellow, purple. I think Space Marines have blue. Ba, 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 ba. MTG, not really. For a little bit I was, more so for the art, but then I kind of just gave up and sold everything. I'm not really into any card games, to be honest. That's kind of where I'm at. Uther the Destined joined TFP Discord. Yeah, he's a guy from a different Discord. Bought some stuff from me. Bought some dwarven things. Some Dowie-related items. Which I am waiting for the releases. Good God, give me the releases, man. It's been like 90 years since getting anything dwarf-related. There's no playlist. This is just, what band is this again? Corporate Clanny. Corporate Clanny. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, pirate flag. Indeed. Bum, bum, bum. Pirate. Parrot. Orange. Pirate ship, I think. Fucked up teeth. Maybe? Is that an emote? Bum, bum. Fucked up teeth in it. I think we are good to glue this together. Looks good to me. The British emote. Dark Angels, lore books, lore paired with models keeps me engaged. I've got 1,500 points together in Prime for Votan. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's... The more you know about something, and the more you can attach yourself to it, the better. Not like you're attached to it in, like, a way that, oh my god, till death do us part, I love this. But it just motivates you to kind of do things. You know? You want to get behind what you're doing. And if there's no lore, nothing that you care about, it's kind of hard to get behind it, unless it's more so for just aesthetics, which is fine. But maybe when you read about something, you're like, man, that's not as good as I thought it was. Cool. You just tend to be more invested in things you know more about. Not always, but... With Warhammer, when you decide to read the books and you know more about the lore, you're more inclined to care about that stuff. Maybe not, but, like, I'd say more often than not, you can certainly enjoy it a bit more. Oh yeah, I'd read it too. Yeah. Absolutely. I would give it a shot. I like reading books on certain things, and, you know, maybe that's all we need. Maybe the spark of Votan just isn't there because we've got no literature. We've got nothing else but the shit in the book, and that's just not enough. You need a novel, you need a character, you need to know more about them. Something. Cool. Another dwarf warrior. Yeah, I mean, I've built warriors before, and all I'm going to do is milliput them. It's totally fine. You take a bit of milliput, you go all the way from here to here to here, here, you're done. Super easy. Isopropyl and milliput. That shit gets melted down real quick, and you're good. The gaps are really bad, though. And, I mean, I don't think this torso is supposed to go to this body anyways, because they're, like, they're interchangeable, but they're from different kits. Some of the torsos line up a little bit better, because you gotta remember as well, these were all hand-sculpted at one point. So them lining up and them working perfectly just isn't guaranteed. It's the charm of these minis. Yeah, this is the Thunderer body, Quarreler body, and then I think this is, like, the Warrior body. The Quarreler Thunderer head portion, and then the Warrior torso. Yeah. I believe that's exactly what it is. Because you can mix and match them. As an example, this is a warrior torso with a Quarreler / Thunderer body, like head. I keep getting them mixed up. Warrior body, Quarreler Thunderer head, right? And what you can do is Dwarf Warrior shield. Fuck off. You can kind of like mix and match. So like, you know, typically your handgun would go here and then this would connect to like barrel. But instead, look at that, right? They made the kits interchangeable. And they worked really well for that. So, like, you know, you can kind of do whatever you want. Which I thought was fun. The shields are still kind of, like, dinky small. But you get the idea. You can mix and match and kind of create, you know, brand new Dwarf Warriors instead of having them all kind of look the same. Or even better, I'm going to give some of them different shields. And one of the shields will be, I want to say this is like 5th edition. It's like an Empire shield. But the size is so good. Like, you cannot go wrong with that size shield. That looks so good. If it just had more dwarven iconography and stuff like that. Like, that is the perfect shield size. Yes, this is the perfect dwarf shield size, for sure. The other one's more of like a buckler, but even then, they're not bucklers, because, like, they actually have dwarven bucklers, and they're pathetic, but they do look like bucklers. Yeah, so these shields are absolutely perfect. Now, I like the idea of tacking on bucklers to, like, belts, because I believe that's kind of how they were carried at one point, like, traditionally. Um, but yeah, if you could literally get away with just using these shields, that'd be awesome. Like, these shields are just way too clean. Look at that. Nah, I am gonna scrape the lion stuff off for sure. And then maybe sculpt in some other detail. The idea is my dwarf warriors are all going to have different gear from different eras. Just because that's kind of how they would traditionally, right? Heirlooms from whenever the fuck their ancestors were around, right? However long they held on to them. So, I've got shields from, like, Empire stuff. I've got shields from older dwarf editions. I'm just gonna make them all look different. Some wooden, some not. It's just a hodgepodge of, like, guys going to war because war calls. So that's the idea. Yeah. I like it. More thematic, as it should be. Good God. It's just a matter of kind of rounding up everything and then putting it all together properly, but I've even tried converting a few weapons. Like, this was from, I want to say, like, 5th or 6th edition Dwarf Warriors. Might have been 6th. So, like, you know, it's nothing crazy, but it just looks different. This one was from, I believe, 6th edition as well. Just give them a bit of variety, you know, like, different weapons look cool from different eras. For something dwarf made, it's not even straight. What is this? It's not even straight. That's funny. So much for being dwarf crafted. Yeah, it's cool. So that's the idea. And we've got about 20 dwarf warriors to do that way, and then maybe 20 more. I don't really know if you're fielding 40 ever, but, like, it's an idea. And I always love dwarf warriors over, like, anything else. Any other infantry. This has to be green stuffed for sure. Chromo, yo, buddy. Heat wave here? I think we had a little bit of one, but, like, not too bad, I think. The worst thing is when you've got a heat wave and you have no air conditioning and you just decide to, like, shrivel up and die. That's always a good thing. Every time we have a heat wave, I always think back to the one winter we had where, like, we had no power and we actually were starving to death. But it was cold and it was nice. Just maybe not the dying part. Ba ba bum bum ba ba bum ba ba bum. Would agree to consider hot? I mean, people over in, like, South America would probably just laugh at this. Pretty sure, like, what? What was our latest heat wave at? Canada, Toronto, heat wave. Like, what is that? 40s? 40s, mid-40s? 30s? High 30s? Yeah, the humidity is fucking disgusting. Horribly disgusting. Did I say 40s? Doesn't it work the other way around? Wait, no, it shouldn't. Who watches the news anymore? Good God. It's hot, air conditioning goes on. It's cold, air conditioning goes off. That's all I need to know. I look outside, I feel hot. Okay. It wasn't in 2004. This was recent. The snowstorm was like a few years ago, like 2 to 3 years ago in Montreal. It was bad. People died. People died because fucking trees just got iced over, and the trees got so heavy with it that they just crashed down and killed people. Pretty sure it killed an old person, which is horrible. We couldn't go grocery shopping because everything was closed and we ran out of food. And my girlfriend also had COVID at the same time, so, like, we had to house hop from, like, family member to family member. And we'd go over to one place and be like, oh, great, TV and a nice warm bed. Fucking power goes out. Everyone's dying there. All right, we're out. So we go to the next family house. Oh, great, same deal. Power goes out. Not the best. But knowing you can't do anything about it is fine. Yeah. It's like, if we had a hand at doing any of that, you know, and we could have done it better to not freeze our ass off, I might have felt differently about it. But, like, with the shit we got and how it was, it's just like you kind of accept it at that point. It's like, oh, well, it's terrible. I guess we gotta deal with it. So it's not that bad. That I have no clue. I have no idea. Yeah, winters are, not the best of things. Kekona Land? Nah, Kekona Land in Canada? I mean, kind of boring. The bridge to PEI? See, that doesn't concern me. I'm in Toronto. No backwater bridge to nowhere. Yeah, that's, I don't know about that. I feel like it's quite peaceful over there. You know? But with that peace, it's like, do you have anything to do? That's a question, you know? Do you? I guess if you have the internet, you've got things to do 24/7, but... My rat just peed on the damn carpet! Feed him to the dog, dude. Feed him to the Amish dog. Feed the little bro to the dog. Oh, the dog is the rat. Oh. Right. True. That's true. Am I a poser for listening to this, even though I don't really play DRG or really like it? Is that a real thing? I'm a dwarf poser? Like, I get the reference. The reference is... But DRG was never really my thing. I own it, I've played it. I think the dwarves in DRG are so fucking disgusting. They're like goblins. But, you know, that's okay. They're kind of disgusting. Like, they're really gross. No, they do. Are you kidding? You think they... Bro, they got pointy ears. They don't have beards. They sound like... Oi! We gotta go get the minerals! It's like... Huh? Or over here. I guess maybe that's kind of the charm. To a degree. You know? They don't need to sound like actual dwarves, but, like, that's kind of just what they sound like. It's not that deep, I guess. Doesn't need to be. It's a game, after all. I mean, nobody even knows what the Votans sound like. You can maybe get, like, an idea from how they look. W voice acting. That's what they sound like, brother. Moose steak. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not in Toronto. Alright, once I glue this, I'm gonna call it for tonight, folks. Yep. Yep. Everywhere was a ghost town. Quebec had a mandate where, like, If you're out past a certain time, you get fucking charged. You couldn't even walk your dog. Yep. Finch Station. Oh, you were downtown. I believe, right, Finch? Something like that? Yeah, I don't really go downtown. The only reason I'd ever go downtown was for, like, maybe a few stores. But now there's no point, because there's nothing in stores that I care about. It's just good to go out and see stuff, but outside of that, nothing really goes on. Ow. Fuck, ow. That, I don't even know. I'd have to Google that. I don't really know exactly everything here, but it's somewhere downtown. Well, it must be more chill over there, right? I don't think anything goes on over there, which is good. That's always nice. I used to play WoW, yeah. WoW to me now? No, I don't play that anymore. No time. No time, and I just don't really have a desire to. When you do Warhammer and stream and other things, you just don't have time. Even if I had time, I don't think I'd play it. I played it for many years. It's very time consuming. Yeah, everyone wants to go back and play the vanilla WoW. I've never played that game, no. Nope. No idea, brother. No clue. Is that an older game? I feel like I should know it if it's older, but maybe not. N64? Oh. Okay, maybe not N64 old. Never had a Nintendo 64. Never did. My girlfriend did. A puzzle game. Okay, there's no way I've played that then. Puzzle games, sports games, stuff like that. No. I think the only sports games I've ever played was Blood Bowl and some NHL game where you just beat the shit out of each other. Like that was the goal. It's like a minute of gameplay followed by like a fighting game. You're just there to punch the shit out of people. Yeah, forgot exactly what it was called, but it's it was fun as a kid. Wish I remembered. Shit.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Chef Chun, thank you, buddy. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Blades of Steel? Is that what it's called? I don't think it was called Blades of Steel. This was for, like, the PlayStation 2, I think it was. Something like that. Yeah, I play 3. Use a Russian website. No, I've got all the DLCs. I've got the ones I care about. You don't need all the DLCs. I only purchased the Dwarven DLCs, so, like, I've got, I think, literally just the King and the Warlord. The King and the Warlord and, Malachi. Previous games give you access to previous games' content. I believe that's how that works. So if you want, like, you know, the base races in the game, you'd probably have to get one, I believe, with, like, stuff like that. Or rather, you could buy the Belagar DLC, as an example. You could buy the King and the Warlord, which is Skarsnik and Belagar, Night Goblins and Dwarves, but you'd only be given the units from those armies, versus, like, if you own the first game, you'd get the base roster of everything. If it's on sale, get it. I would refund the Rome game. I've never played that one, don't know. Total War's way better. Total War's better, period. If it's on sale, buy it, for sure. Total War's worth it. Warhammer Total War. Do it. Fuck. Hang on. If you haven't bought Warhammer Total War before, then you should wait when the Warhammer Trilogy bundle goes on sale. Yeah, it's cheaper to buy things when they're on sale, obviously, but, like, Total War is very, very expensive, and you're more likely to get better deals on multiple things than just buying one for full price. Absolutely, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Alright, folks, speaking of things... I need to go. Living under a rock. What? I've been struck in awe by skull girls. I say you gotta go touch some grass. That'll defeat those nonsensical thoughts. Alright. I'm gonna go, folks. It is very late for me. It's about midnight. Listen, I got nothing to tell you, man. If you want to cure the brain rot, you got to stay off the internet. Smell the nice, fresh-cut grass outside and breathe in the good tree air. And you'll be blessed. All right, anyways, I got to go, folks. So I will be on tomorrow. We will continue some stuff. I'm probably just going to stream League all day tomorrow. We're going to be a little bit busy until probably... tomorrow we should have a day off. It's Friday. Yeah, today we were a little bit busy with, like, a garage repair and all this shit that went on during the day, and we had to clean and do laundry and all this other crap. So tomorrow I should be good to stream League all day, and then maybe in the evening or at night I'll get on this channel and we'll just chill. Anyways, that's it, folks. Take care. Stay safe. Have yourselves a great night. Condor, I will message you regarding the thing. And, yeah, that's it. Everyone take care. Stay safe. Be well. And I will catch you later. Peace, folks.